Welcome back to Hannity. So liberals, the Destroy Trump media, continue to go after President Trump over a stance on North Korea and other issues. They've even gone so far as to compare our president to the dictator of the rogue regime in North Korea, Kim Jong-un. Really? Watch this.
It just doesn't help when our allies and the countries in the region can't tell whether it's Donald Trump or Kim Jong-un who's the crazier one.
I used to have a huge file folder of all the crazy, colorful things that the North Koreans would say and the names that they would call our American presidents. So President Trump sounds more like a North Korean leader, unfortunately, than an American leader.
If you read a paragraph in the beginning of a newspaper that said this, a bellicose, threatening, immature, emotionally immature, insecure leader did X. A year ago, would you have thought the President of the United States was that person, or would you have thought the head of North Korea was that person?
Here now with reaction, Fox News contributor Jessica Tarlov and psychology, political radio talk show host Dr. Gina. Loudon, good to see you both.
Great to be with you.
I won't even ask Jessica, because you would never do this, right? You never would. No. You're going to compare
him to Kim Jong-un? No. I'd say a lot of things. That's going too far.
And Dr. Loudon, if a conservative did this, we know, oh, there'd be calls for boycotts and firings, and oh my gosh, you compared, say, Barack Obama, Bill Clinton. Now they were appeasers to a rogue dictator.
Right.
There'd be a backlash, no backlash against this media.
No backlash against the media, and probably no reprisals on these individuals who would take these crazy stance. I mean, talk about who's crazy. They are more concerned, Sean, about power in their own lives and their own jobs and on the left than they are about lives of American people. Think about that for a moment.
Can we... Okay, I want to say the rhetoric about the comparisons to Kim Jong-un, I do think is a stretch too far. But there are Republicans who are opposed to the rhetoric that Donald Trump used. I know you're going to say John McCain isn't a Republican anymore because of what he did on the health care bill, but I believe he still is a card-carrying Republican. You have the former chief of staff to Colin Powell coming out and saying that he's more concerned about the rhetoric that came from Donald Trump than he is about a nuclearized North Korea.
But Jessica, it's those people exactly that got this president elected, by the people who are really tired of a party that is all in cahoots with the deep
But you're saying that it's about the liberals. It's not about the liberals. This is a bipartisan concern about the President of the United States of America.
Deep state establishment, and it's not about partisan politics.
Can I add a point here? Well, Jessica, will you agree when I played, and I think I'm the only one that I know in the media, not that I watch every show or any show, to be honest, because I'm too busy working, but would you agree when Bill Clinton went before the people of this country and said, this is a good deal for the American people, and they're not going to get nuclear weapons? He failed because he was an appeaser. He failed because he believed he could bribe Kim Jong-il's father into being good.
I don't think anyone on the left or the right would say that we don't have a failed policy towards North Korea. That, by the way,
Bill
you skipped over. You said
Bill Clinton failed this country. That's why we're here tonight.
Well, listen,
just like Obama failed us on Iran.
And what did George Bush do? Did he do nothing? And what about George Bush Sr.?
That's really lame when it was, yeah.
But I would agree that it's failed policy over decades that has led us to where we are.
But it was Clinton that gave him the money.
Absolutely.
And Clinton that let him keep the fuel rods.
And Obama that let it all grow up underneath his own administration.
Dr. Lott, are we going to look in a few years at Iran and the $150 billion Obama gave the mullahs and say, oops, we're in the same position because we thought bribery could work?
Yes, Sean, and in the media right now, with the way that the people are treating their president, how are they going to explain if there's a mishap based on the rhetoric that they're putting out there?
Final exit question, to quote John McLaughlin. Is it possible at this point in time that we can learn the lesson that bribing rogue dictatorships doesn't work with Obama and the mullahs and Clinton with the North Koreans? Can we now learn that appeasement doesn't work?
Well, there are people out of the Trump administration who are
that?
even saying that the deal is actually being enforced and they are playing by the rules. Those are people, Trump officials, and I would say there's
Donald
a larger
Trump said
problem.
Today they're not in.
Donald Trump says all sorts of things.
But remember,
what does this have to do with my question? Did we learn now that appeasement doesn't work? Can you just answer that?
Well, with the North Koreans, but we haven't found out yet what happens with the Iranians.
That's so naive.
So do you wait until they fire a nuclear weapon before you decide that appeasement doesn't work? They called Reagan crazy too, Sean, and Reagan took out Russia's power without firing a shot. Don't forget that.
And strategic defense had a big part of that.
Yes.
All right, when we come back, a very special